Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another day of the Chinese qualifiers here at the Star Ladder I-League Invitational Season 3. I am Luminous, I'm joined by Tsunami, and we are casting the Vici versus Team Braveheart. This is a lower bracket best of 3, so that doesn't mean whoever loses this best of 3 is eliminated from the running of the tournament, and the winner moves on. Tsunami, welcome back. I miss ya.
Dude, I felt bad, but then I saw the result, and it was 2-0 from IG, and so I guess all was right with the world anyway, because most people were expecting IG to be the favorites, and after their loss in that Hamburg qualifier, I was shook, and I wasn't even their team, but they seem to have gotten the second wind, and so they're still in the upper bracket, knocking down CDEC into the lower bracket, and that'll be the series after this series, as they're going to play, I believe, E-Home.
Right. Meanwhile,
but yeah, we saw Braveheart and Vici. Well, we saw Vici yesterday. We saw Braveheart on day one. It's kind of difficult to compare the two because, I mean, they both got 2-0'd, but they both also had good opponents. But based off the fact that Braveheart is an open team and Vici Gaming is Vici Gaming, except, you know, with slight roster changes, I'm still putting my money on Vici. It may not be a 2-0, it would be the first not 2-0 in this qualifier if it isn't, but I'm still considering Vici the favorites.
I mean, Team Braveheart played pretty well, so I wouldn't... I mean, if I was a betting man, I'll put money on Vici as well, but this might be a match where I'd be like, I don't really want to bet too much on it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Alright, we got a Brewmaster first phase pick. This is pretty head-scratching, because Brewmaster, he's a hero in the metagame, and he's generally picked to counter, as an anti carry, right? Countering some sort of physical damage dealer. Think of Sven as one of the most popular counter pick. Revealing Brewmaster so early in the draft, I just feel like there's really no need to do so.
More and more I've been actually kind of seeing Brewmaster mid.
Okay.
And again, it's still kind of matchup specific. Like, bafflingly, I actually saw it beat a TA one time. It wasn't in a competitive match. I think it may have been an FPL match or something like that. But it was a Brew mid versus a TA mid, and Brew won the match, which was confusing to me, but I guess...
Drunken Haze, man.
Drunken Haze plus the attack speed slow on the clap just makes it really difficult to ever get damage on that guy.
Yep.
Necro, however, is a good hero at getting damage without having to attack at all. So I'm also questioning putting a Brewmaster mid because in addition to his, I guess, laning presence, like you said, he's really good at being an anti-carry, mainly because whenever you go into the Primal Split, your Storm Panda Cyclone is invaluable at just eliminating a hero from the fight. It's almost like a poor man's Doom to an extent at just being like, you're not allowed to fight right now. But showing it this early, I agree, is a bit... there must be some strategy in mind that Vici Gaming have, otherwise there's no reason to.
Yeah, Drunken Haze is also really, really good against right-click physical-based carries, but seeing that Team Braveheart just doesn't need to draft that kind of carry if they don't want to. So, I'm a little dubious. But in terms of Brewmaster-centric strategy, like, if you're not picking him to counter something, we've seen Team Wings popularize the Invoker with the, what's it, Earth Panda? Alacrity on it,
yeah.
and push building. So that might be an avenue that Vici wants to take, but we shall see.
That strategy fell off a little bit whenever the Earth Panda got... Yeah, it was no longer... It used to be like a multiplier on its damage, and now it's like a flat amount of damage. It's still a really good combination, because Alacrity still boosts your attack speed, but it's not as, like, 4 hits and your tower's gone as it used to be.
I mean, if you really want to go for that type of strategy, there are still other ways to do so. For example, the Spirit Bear. You could also put the Alacrity on that, although we haven't really seen any of that at all. But,
Nah, Lone Druid's a very unpopular hero these days.
Alright, second phase bans here. Vici Gaming taking out some of the harder to catch heroes. And to be fair, if you put either Brood in the... Let's pretend he's the off lane right now, right? If you have an off lane Brood and a 4-position Clockwork, that's a lot of your stuns normally coming from those positions. And these heroes are not really stunning at all, so...
Yeah, it's not like a Shaker or a Slardar, that type of thing, or a Sand King, yeah.
Speaking of Brood,
5 seconds remaining.
or rather, Lone Druid. It's a Lone Druid 4th ban, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I guess they may have gone down the same hypothetical route that we went, where it was like, huh, wonder if they're gonna go for some kind of push strategy here. Which Invoker is still an available pick if Vici wants to go for it.
Yep.
I don't know if Ori, I mean, I'm sure he plays it, but I don't know if it's like a signature of his or anything.
Do you think that Necrophos is perhaps one of the strongest core in this patch in terms of the drafting phase? Because I feel like you could pick him up first phase, and there's 3 lanes that he could go into. It just kind of hides your strategy very well. He adapts very nicely. Could itemize in a bunch of different ways. We've seen Veil first, Rod of Atos. He could get a mech when it comes down to it. We've seen Blinks. We've seen Dagons. What can this guy do, dude?
He can't physical damage carry, so that's one thing.
I mean, does he? I guess he can't push buildings that well.
He can't push. Because I'm surprised that, like, I'm not seeing more Rubik strategies against Necro. Because Rubik is a fairly good hero. You get Death Pulse, which gives you built-in Sadist. Oh, every single spell of his is great. I guess Ghost Shroud isn't that great, but it's pretty easy to not steal Ghost Shroud. And Scythe is great, and then obviously the Null Field is powerful as hell whenever you're in team fights. Obviously that's like a late game thing, but still, like, I don't see that many Rubiks. Oracle is somewhat being picked up, at least in the China scene, as we've seen in the first 2 days of these qualifiers, so that's another good pick that I think.
Yep.
Glimmer Capes are kind of making a resurgence as well. There are ways to deal with Necro, and there are carries that can also deal with Necro. We even saw Doom yesterday as one of the options as well, but he's definitely very versatile. I agree that it's a pick that you never really need to be concerned about. You can throw it in at really any stage of your draft, and he can core in any one of the lanes.
He's just really safe, you know. Your second pick of Necro, you don't really worry too much about like restricting your draft, like a way a Brewmaster or Clockwork opening would restrict your draft. We're gonna see the Wyvern here, and unfortunately, this is gonna be yet another support Wyvern.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
Maybe are you just on the ground floor of like some dueling fates knowledge that Winter Wyvern's gonna get like a Agi buff or something?
No, I've been seeing Ice play off lane Wyvern, and it's been pretty cool. So, but that's just Ice. Just one of the best off lane players in the world. We're gonna see Skywrath Mage. So this is the quote-unquote counter to the Winter Wyvern Co-Embrace. Really not gonna do too much in terms of protecting any cores, and also a pretty good pick against Brewmaster if you could get off that Ancient Seal to prevent the split from coming out. Gotta be somewhat careful against Clockwork, especially because I think Skywrath nowadays, when they have the gold, they generally go for something like a Rod of Atos. So I think this game he might need to go for a Force Staff if he wants to essentially live.
Yeah, not only is it good at countering Vici's heroes, but that is, like, I actually am surprised that I personally have not seen the Skywrath Necro combo before, but that seems filthy, because your Ancient Seal boosts up the Reaper Scythe damage so much that you could probably kill someone from like 70% HP just like that, and that's not even including the fact that Reaper Scythe keeps the target still so you can Mystic Flare them in the meantime.
Although you have to really coordinate that combo pretty fast, because I'm not sure if the Mystic Flare will do that much damage. I don't think you could go like Mystic Flare Scythe and kill somebody from full HP, alright? Maybe if there's like a Veil involved, which I'm sure Necro is gonna get as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The Ancient Seal is like a built-in Veil.
Right. Well, Veil and Ancient Seal, and Scythe and Mystic Flare. So let's keep adding them up. Yeah.
Someone's definitely dead there.
Yeah. Well, Venomancer.
I don't even know. Yeah, like the Venomancer is not like a. It's not. I don't know. I've fallen out of favor of Veno Core in the past few weeks / the past month or so. It was kind of dying down as TI was winding down. In the first few days it was very popular, and the group stage was very popular, and then it kind of got figured out to an extent because people were like, oh, okay, well, Veno's just gonna get a Midas and he's gonna go farm the jungle infinitely, and then he's gonna get his XP talent, so if we just run him down then he's not really in the mood to plant a bunch of wards to defend his tower. He's just going to be farming, and we can just hem him out of his own base.
Not gonna lie, I like Braveheart's draft much more than Vichy Gaming. Slark, a very good core pick against pretty much everybody on the side of Vichy, right? You could pretty much jump out of Cog, or at least use your ult and survive within it. You could Dark Pack off Drunken Haze. Venomancer shouldn't be able to, you know, work against you too much. And something that you brought up the other day is you could still steal stats from Winter Wyvern, or rather whoever he puts under Co-Embrace. So.
Right.
I really like Team Braveheart here. I feel like they are just countering Vichy's draft.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Slark's a really good pick. I like that quite a bit. It's you think maybe we could see the controversial EE Hood first Slark?
I mean, it might not be terrible here, right? It's good against Venomancer.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I pretty much doubt that will happen, but you know, maybe
we'll wait and see.
Maybe
because they have a lot of damage. Like I said, with Necro Skywrath, you have damage galore. And
okay.
What the hell?
Well, we were wondering what exactly is the deal with Vichy's draft, and now this all makes sense, right? Because Arc Warden is a hero that eats a ton of farm all over the map, so likely you want a couple of cores that could, well, share some space. And this is Winter Wyvern off lane. It's 11 handling it. Fenrir and Lanham on support. Bruh. Unless they swap.
I don't know what's going on here.
I like it. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. Unless they swap, then I don't like it.
Does it not show you swaps in the draft screen?
Oh, I think they do.
No, they still have it.
Alright.
They still have their heroes.
Here we go. It's lit.
Okay, so tell me, what is the strategy here for... Let's continue theorizing, even though I'm still not 100% sure. It's a Boots first Wyvern in the offlane. So what's the skill build? What's the item build? What's the play style? What do you do here?
Okay, so I think the one benefit of Wyvern in the lane is that she's actually really strong if you get the levels. Particularly if you get a couple of levels into Arctic Burn, then you could pretty much use it every time a Creep Wave meets up, and that's a lot of harass. Now, if you're under a lot of duress in the lane, you could put more points into Splinter Blast and just go for more of a range farming build if you want. What I'm trying to say is that she's very flexible in the lane, and she's also very good with items. You just don't really see too much of that when you play 5-position support. Of course, a lot of people say, oh yeah, you can get the Aghanim Scepter and you know, have your Arctic Burn on 24/7. You don't tend to actually do that until maybe your 4th and 5th item. You're still looking for more teamfight items or kind of farming items. Getting an early blink is kind of like getting a blink on Magnus when you kind of, you know, blink Cold Embrace, or sorry, Winter's Curse as an initiation tool. But I think this game he's looking more for things like Force Staff or maybe even a early support Glimmer for the team. But we'll see how things go.
But that still sounds support-oriented. I was hoping you were going to say, like, yo, Bloodthorn first item, or something like that.
I've been seeing a lot of Maelstrom first item, just to because once you have Arctic Burn shown on, you have, like, a build-in range, right? So you can kind of have him as a semi-DPS hero. I'm just excited to see where this is going. Did I say that Team Braveheart has got a better draft? I take that back, dude.
I don't know. Arc Warden, on the other hand, is a hero that I've been historically skeptical with. It's a pub stomper hero certified, but in competitive games, I feel like teams are willing to group up and deal with an Arc Warden, which is his main, like, that's his problem, is that if he's not allowed to just do his own thing 24/7, then he's not the best at reacting.
Yep. They have a lot of really good heroes to pick the Arc Warden, Slark being one of them, Nyx Assassin being another. And even in teamfights, you could just scythe him and get a kill. 11, taking a ton of damage here from this pounce. We'll need to juke through the trees. That's going to be first blood. He's already buying items. Oh, one last hit's going to do it. That is a pretty sloppy play from 11 there. Wyvern,
he's using Arctic Burn super aggressively. Yeah. Even though it's only level 1, he's using it like pretty much off cooldown.
I think that's the way to go. It's one of the kind of most insane laning spells if you think about it.
True, but it's also your escape spell, and right after it timed out, Nick's assassin went for an impale, and he was kind of stuck in that tree situation.
Yeah. Now the one good thing that is going well for Vici Gaming is that they're giving a true 1v1 on the mid lane for Arc Warden versus Necro. And I think that's where Arc Warden is really at the strongest, right? When you could walk up to, let's say, Necro and drop a level 2 Flux when Y-Chan is away from the creeps, you could actually get off a lot of pot shots, so Y-Chan's got to be very careful in his positioning and such. Yeah,
and I also am curious to see this interaction between Sparkwraith and Ghost Shroud, because Sparkwraith dispels, doesn't it?
It used to purge. I think that it might have taken away. I want to say they took away the purge, yeah.
They took away some aspect of it. Let me verify that. Yeah.
I think the slow is still there, but the purge is definitely gone. Uh-oh. 11 caught in the tree here. Pound's gonna hit as well, and I think that's gonna be yet another kill. Well, a lot of attack slow there, and HMX might pay for it. Lanham needs one more right click. He is gonna get it.
Yeah, you're right. It got patched out. So, no Ghost Shroud counter interaction, as he is getting gone on in the mid lane.
There you go.
Clockwork is going to join in.
Flux, man, doing a lot of work. Tower is doing a lot of damage to Fenrir, but get the aggro back. Oh, Fenrir is gonna go down to Y-Chan. Still though, a good pick.
Yeah, this Necro is going to need a stick. I'm surprised he didn't roll out a base with one. You knew you were going to be up against an Arc Warden, and Arc Warden is known for casting tons and tons of spells.
Yep.
Instead, he goes for double Null Talisman. He still hasn't even gotten a stick. That's strange, but okay.
Meanwhile, on the bottom side of the map, looks like we have now a 1v1 between the Veno and the Darkseer. And Darkseer is getting denied. Oh my god, he's only got 4 CS, dude. I mean, I guess on paper it is quite easy to deny against Iron Shell, but players do mess it up from time to time. Paparazzi, though. The mechanic is there.
Well, now that it's a 1v1, it'll be easier. I think Clockwork was doing a pretty good job zoning him out. And you can't feel too safe as a Darkseer, even against, even if Veno is the carrion, because, yeah, all this magic damage.
Veno's got the 1 point in Gale. I'm surprised I even took the 1 point, because really, I don't think he could force the kill. But, yeah, it's all good.
Clockwork's on the prowl. They have a ward here to see Necro. And it would be a pretty easy kill because I think with Cogs you're a little bit too far away from your creeps to turn off Flux.
Well, it comes down to whether, let's say, the creep is also cogged in, right? So.
Yeah, that's true.
But you're right. Like, this is a very good combo, right? Because when Clockwork runs at you, you're generally just kind of trying to run away, and that's where Flux is gonna get you pretty good.
Oh, and Y-Chan has completed a full wand now, so a little bit safer.
Gonna drop a ward. Well, that thing's gonna get dewarded.
Yeah.
Yes, being correct. Clockwork's been off the map for like a minute and a half by now, so.
Yeah, but Arc Warden's perfectly okay with this. Clockwork is like, come on, man, I want to get a kill. But Arc Warden's like, no, I'm level 6 now. I've got my Tempest double up and running. Life is good. Well on his way to his Midas, got his Glove of Haste complete in his stash. Things are... So, is Bottle just completely fallen out of favor now that you can't duplicate consumables on the Tempest?
I think Bottle's still good on Arc Warden. It's just more that he's trying to rush the Midas, which I think is, you know, what starts to show for Ori. So.
Yeah, that's true.
I think if he was under a lot of harass, let's say from a Queen of Pain, then he might have been forced to get it. Lanham's doing a ring around the Rosie against HMX, but is going to take quite a bit of damage from the tower. Meanwhile, Fenrir unable to get close enough to see why.
They have their shrine, so they can use it.
And they probably will. Would you say that Vici Gaming is winning all 3 lanes?
Yeah, I would. Mainly because even this Darkseer, like usually in a 1v1 situation, a Darkseer will at worst break even, but he's like legitimately losing this lane. Paparazzi has 44 last hits, 14 denies. Darkseer has 20 last hits, 0 denies. And so it's rare that I'll ever say that Darkseer is losing the lane, but this is not a good look.
Right.
But he's even still playing so defensively. It's just one Venomancer down there, but Venom's so high level now. Even though he is maxing out Plague Wards, which it's irritating, but the Darkseer has a Stout Shield, so it helps out slightly against that. But I guess the sustained damage of the 2 points in Poison Sting is too much for him.
He's just been using his Plague Ward to last and deny, which is part of the reason why he's so ahead. Top lane, 11 is just constantly spamming their Arctic Burn. Harassing down the core pretty hard here. There is a port in though from the Darkseer. Jump, pouncing forward, 0-11. Doesn't actually have his defensive spell just yet. They're gonna dump every spell on different targets, and as a result, they're not gonna get the core. And are they gonna get Lanham? They are, but here comes Ori porting in. He gets the 1 kill. Now focusing on CY, that's 2 kills. He's gonna go for a little bit more? No, that'll be it.
He didn't even have Tempest double up. He was using it in either the jungle or the mid lane, so that was just pure Arc Warden coming in and an enemy team that does not have any creeps to surround them, because Flux should not be able to be that effective, but if you've dove that close to an enemy's tier 1, chances are you don't have your creep wave behind you.
Yeah, and when the enemy carry that's going for early Midas ports in to find a double kill, man, that's not a good look. Meanwhile,
he's gonna have his Midas.
As Paparazzi takes down the tier 1 tower because Darkseer ported away, he's now working on the tier 2. Vichy Gaming is stomping right now.
And there's no reaction. I don't even think Wai Chen's gonna go bot. Yeah, he's gonna go back mid. Darkseer, or no, Slark comes mid bot, but Slark can't deal with this any more than a Darkseer can.
I think Slark does even worse. He's only level 4. Paparazzi just making this.
Someone needs to do something about Paparazzi. He shouldn't be able to get away with this.
I think they really need to send like the Necro to actually get the kill. I'm pretty sure he survives against anyone else, right?
Yeah.
When everyone's so low.
Especially now that he has Poison Nova. You need the Venomancer, who is not level 6, so I guess you can't do anything. He's trying to get level 6 as he's now getting gone upon and killed.
You mean the Nyx?
Who did I say?
Venomancer. I was confused.
Right. Yeah.
Veno gonna get the.
My bad.
No. We got you. Ori.
Yeah, this is rough.
Ori
I don't even think it's like the heroes specifically. I think VG Gaming are just like. I don't even think they're outplaying. I think Braveheart are just like they're mind gaming themselves. Now they're sending 4 heroes bot. They know 100% sure where Veno is.
Oh, mid lane, double Flux, double Spark Wraith. Where are you at? Trying to port out of this. I think he might just die. Yes, he will. That port needed to go right from the get-go. Dude, that was some...
What are they... What is going on in the bot lane?
Oh. They're trying to gank Paparazzi.
Why did they need to scan him? They know where he is.
I mean, you get him, but that's just a 4-man gank. And because he ulted...
He got greedy.
No, I think this is fine.
With his wand. Yeah,
this is totally fine. It's a 4-man gank. After ganking, you have to port back to base because you ate a Veno.
He had 12 wand charges. He was silenced, but he was waiting for the last second, but Nyx Impale finished him off.
So did you see how Ori started the gank off against the Necro?
I missed it.
So Necro was standing next to the range tree, right? So he thought he was fine from Flux. Ori popped his ultimate, Midas the range tree.
Oh, what
and
a
then
play.
Just double fluxed him. It was like, oh shit.
That's clutch.
And Necro was so shook that he TP late and died.
Yeah, there's a lot of cute tactics you can do against that. Same thing with, like, if you're against a melee hero who's kind of hugging their creep wave, if you draw aggro, and then, like, the second all of his creeps start coming towards you, you drop a flux, then they're like, oh god, do I get closer or do I run away?
That's pretty sick too. Alright, 11. Skill build, interesting. 3 points into Arctic Burn, 3 points into Splinter Blast. No ult just yet. We're looking to pressure down this tower, but Nyx Assassin already in position.
Yeah, he's level 6 now. He's got Vendetta and he's got an Ion Shell on top of him, and that's a maxed out Ion Shell, but no luck. Doesn't find anyone hiding because they used the scan to find Paparazzi earlier. At least they will get the tower denied up top.
Okay, so we're used to seeing Arc Warden going for, you know, very farming oriented build. He's got like Diffusal Blade queued up. We've been seeing a lot of Diffusal Blade first as items. What do you think about something like that on Arc Warden?
I think it's needed because of Necro. Like I said, if you didn't... Oh, Hook.
Yep.
Flux. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, no chance whatsoever. So do you think this is just because there's an Arc Warden in game, or do you think if there's...
I think it's a good item on Arc Warden in general. You mean if this is because there's a Necro in the game?
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a good item because he is an agi hero. If you flux someone and purge them, then chances are they're not going to be able to, because like, so a lot of times if you flux someone, then they'll stand right next to their ally, and then both you and your ally as a pair will retreat. But then if you diffusal, then all of a sudden you're doubly slowed, and one of the slows is muted, and you're not going to have your ally be like, no, it's a cool, I'll walk at 100 move speed to match your pace. So it really hems in an enemy, and then obviously, like I said, it's an anti-necro item. The one cute interaction is that whenever you make a Tempest double, it duplicates. Oh wait, Paparazzi in the top lane might be in trouble.
That courier made it out, so it's fine, right? I think he's
poison
fine,
armor.
dude.
Yeah, I think he's
HMX.
fine. I think Slark needs to be careful.
Yeah, Paparazzi still has a 15 wand. He blocks himself in. It's cool. Nice gank.
Yeah, so the interaction is whenever you make a Tempest double for items that have charges, except for BKB. BKB is the only exception. It'll copy the original's charges. And so you can basically have a permanent max charge Diffusal Blade and just spam every single charge on your Tempest double. And then it'll time out, and then you make a new one, and it'll have fresh charges again.
It doesn't copy the current charge.
It copies the current charge, but you just never use the Diffusal Blade on your real hero.
I see.
You just always use it on the Tempest double.
Okay. Looks like 11 also wants to join the Midas party. Has one queued up.
Oh man. He's almost level 8, and he'll probably take Winter's Curse once he's 8. He wants it off of this creep hook so bad.
Alright. Look how annoying he's being right now. It's gonna fly over the tree lines. He's out.
Yeah, he's out. And they don't care to defend this because right now they're pushing top tier 2 hook.
Yep, that's gonna find one here. Lao A. Nice vacuum out, but that's not gonna protect him. Y Chen. Has he used Scythe at all yet?
No,
yeah, I don't think so.
And now bot lane, Nick Sesson runs into Young 11.
Lineup going in right now. Paparazzi should be careful about the Scythe. And they're gonna pop the ultimate. They're gonna actually try to chain stun down on Y Chen. Y Chen looking for the Scythe. Oh, he's gonna get it off. Not gonna get enough to kill though. Has the infused raindrop. Still baiting, juking, jiving. Great cogs here, keeping HMX inside. And HMX, I think he's gonna be dead as well. Whoa, Paparazzi still baiting. Nicely done. He's in the tree line now. This is all Paparazzi. The whole game, he's just been sitting in trees. Baiting. I hope he doesn't die to the tower. That would be embarrassing.
Nah, he's good. He's got plenty of armor with that Veil. And they might actually try to go on Darkseer? No, he's gonna live. In the meanwhile, Arc Warden was defending the bot lane. He killed off Skywrath Mage, who was following up on that Winter Wyvern kill, and the next assassin had to TP out. But Ori is progressing just fine. He is 700 gold away from completing his BOTs, and this is like whenever you've crossed the hump of it being hard for Arc Warden after the laning phase. It kind of gets hard again in like the ultra late game sometimes, but I don't envision that being a problem given Braveheart's comp.
Oh, surging out here. Clockwork Cook on the back line. Cog's gonna find himself CY. Lao is dropping low. They're gonna dump everything on this Clockwork for the poison. Takes one down, and CY should get right click down here by the Brewmaster as well. They're just fighting all over the map. Essentially 3v5. Ori is not really joining this fight. Winter Wyvern has been having an extended date with the creeps.
I'm surprised he's still going for this Midas. I mean, he could turn his love base into a Maelstrom if he didn't want it, but I guess the trade-off is that Venomancer didn't go for a Midas. Instead, he went for the Veil, and now he's going straight for an Aghanim Scepter. So it's not too all-in on late game, because they're really ahead right now. They can push high ground after a Roche easily right now.
Right. Oh my god, this has got to be the most annoying thing. Hold that thought here. Paparazzi Nice spike. Impale to follow things up. And now Reaper Scythe. Should be enough. Beautiful. So Wai Chen was standing there right-clicking the Plague Wards, right? Which is already annoying as it is. And Landon was non-stop drunken hazing him as he's trying to kill him.
At least he got a lot of one charges out of it, I guess. We asked this in the draft phase, we're like, what is Necro weak against? And I was like, right clicks. And, well, we're seeing the symptoms of that right now. Dude can't do anything against the wards. And we saw this earlier also with Rasta. There was a Rasta against a Necro, and Necro couldn't do anything.
True. Alright. We got the Shadow Blade up on HMX. He is strong enough, I think, to kill maybe Ori. Actually, like, pretty much the cores he could actually kill, right? Ironically, the supports are the ones that he can't kill.
Yeah, but after this next level, Young Eleven's gonna have a point in Cold Embrace, and then all of a sudden you can't kill anyone all over again.
Yeah. Assuming they're together and such.
Yeah, which I don't think they have a reason to not be together. They've got BOTs now on the Tempest, so Tempest can go do its own thing for the most part, as it now is going to die and give up a fair amount of gold to HMX.
That's not bad.
Flux, but
180.
yeah, it's not bad.
Next
But no, I guess
assassin.
they are staying split. Young 11 wants to keep farming elsewhere.
Circles around. If he gets a courier here, that's a lot of detection. 4 sentries, a Midas recipe, and a Dust of Appearance. That was a big win. He might pay for it, and he will pay for it. Nice cog back here. They will get A67. HMX right on top of Paparazzi. And now he's gonna get gone on. You're gonna have to use the Scythe. Ooh, juke through the trees. Can he actually dodge the Scythe? He's dodging right now. Very nicely done. Paparazzi, how are you still alive? And now Wai Chen is actually gonna get jumped on from the backline. Scythe coming in? No. No mana for the Scythe after he jumped forward. That's very unfortunate. Meanwhile, simultaneously, Vichy just runs over Braveheart. They just lost 5.
Yup. They tried to recover after the next assassin. I think it was the right call to kill the courier. I don't think it was the right call for the team to be like, yeah, we can take this fight. It's not like we're 8k net worth down or anything. It's not like all of Vici Gaming have their ultimates up and running, but they went for it anyway, and Venomancer pretty much single-handedly took them all, as now 876 is getting destroyed by this Flux. Stand next to him!
So,
stand next to him!
No, he had Urn and Poison on him, and Arctic Burn.
Oh.
And Flux. It was just like so much shit. Here we go, Lao Aid's gonna take double Flux. The Hook's gonna miss because he turned around for that great vacuum wall combination, but it doesn't matter here. Vichy is just reaching your base. HMX comes in, takes the Aegis down very quickly, now goes on Paparazzi, but needs to jump right back into that shrine. Reaper Scythe, gonna find another. Nicely done. Alright, good defense so far here by Braveheart. But even though Vichy has been leading a couple of kills, I think they're happy with what they got, and they'll go back for now.
Yeah, all the ultimates are down. Primal Split is down, Poison Nova's down, Hookshot's down. I was actually surprised Ori was not using the Diffusal Blade on his Tempest double, and I thought that if you were able to get the Purge off on Necro, you may have been able to finish him off, but instead he was able to walk back to his shrine and survive just fine. But it's all good. Minor setback. They're still in comfortable position right now, and they're gonna take down the shrines very soon, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, Arc Warden is one of those heroes that you do have a ton of buttons to click, so
Oh yeah, for sure.
maybe it's that, or maybe he doesn't know about the item interaction that you explained earlier.
That's possible.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied. Dire's top
Oh,
shrine.
Brewmaster. Going
What a
for-
max range. Oh. Well,
Brewmaster going for Aghanim Scepter. When's the last time you've seen that? That used to be like the only item he goes for, right?
yeah, but that was back in the day when, like, I've never been I always liked him when the Aghanim Scepter just made the Primal Splits, like, last for, like, 30 minutes. Ever since they made all these changes, like, oh, okay, he gets the spells, he gets the passives, all that stuff, I've never been a big fan of it, because Brewmaster's biggest problem is staying relevant in the late game, and his spells are just as irrelevant late game as it is early game. It's the Primal Split itself, as now Young 11. He has Winter's Curse.
Yeah, he'll curse it right now, and he's trying to walk away. Oh my god, it's gonna be a 3-man cog! The mech's gonna give him a little bit of HP, but it doesn't matter. They're surrounded. They are gonna take down Fenrir, but the poisons, all of the dots, all of the ticks here, and the diffusal blade coming out. That is a triple and Ori. What a bait by 011. Ultra kill. Was Skywrath even in there? No, he was just in the back and just died to something. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, I don't know what he died to. May have been Arc Warden coming in, but whatever the case, it was kind of optimistic to go for a Winter Wyvern like that. Like, you know, like, Young 11 hasn't used Curse yet, but he's definitely leveled Curse. There's no way he hasn't leveled Curse by now. And it was basically like 3 heroes in melee range going for it. And they got Curse, they got Cog, they got Combo. And, I mean, the game is pretty over right now.
I think it was pretty over 5 minutes ago. But,
with that offlane Wyvern. It was offlane, it was over at the draft screen, clearly.
I'm gonna real talk for a second. I think the offlane Wyvern did absolutely nothing. More or less, it's really this Venno. And this Brewmaster and Clockwork. Double support, dude. You got a lot of work.
Yeah, I agree. The cores were... You could have had any cores this game, I think.
I think the Venno was a big part of it. He's just so annoying, right? Like, he's making so much space, the way that he was playing. Clockwork Pokes are gonna find him. Fenrir is really good on this hero, but might be overseeing his welcome. Reaper Sight coming in, and, well, we asked whether you could get the kill. Yes, you can, but it's time to retreat.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
That was pretty sick, right? Mystic Flare Scythe.
That's the combo. That was what they've been trying to do for the past 20... It's only 23 minutes? My god, it feels like it's been like 30 minutes of Vici Gaming steamrolling. But yeah, that's the play that they've been hoping for, but they just never got a chance to ever be in the upper hand of this game. They've always been trying to recover.
Radiant's bottom tower
Wyvern has Midas Maelstrom finish, so he could be your building seizure as well. You know, pop that Arctic Burn.
Dire's top shrine is
It's
under
true.
attack.
Ho 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 ho.
They made that random change that I didn't really understand. What is... Oh, it's a Tempest. But it's still doing a lot.
So what's the random change?
They said that, or it was something, I don't remember how it was worded, but basically if you're a flying unit, you don't uphill miss anymore. And that's, oh, Slark is not in vision.
Ooh, Paparazzi tanks the pounces, and now he pops a BKB. Okay, it's gonna be Wai-Shen. Should be surviving here. Meanwhile, HMX jumping away. They're still following him. Very good. I don't know if he's gonna make it out of here, even through his ultimate. Another Dark Spark is gonna come out. They apply the debuff on him again. They're still hitting him. Okay, he's running away. Meanwhile, on the back line, another fight is breaking out. Skywrath Mage goes down immediately. HMX back in the fight here. Wai-Shen still being focused by multiple heroes. They're not going to be able to kill him through the darks here. HMX getting some HP. Everybody's on full retreat. Do we have another cog? Not going to get the cog off, so that was not the worst for Braveheart, considering that they were so far behind, but still. Another victory for Vici.
Well, they didn't kill anyone. So if you mean that they didn't get fully team wiped and they only lost 2 heroes,
Yeah.
that it's not bad for Braveheart, then yes, technically I guess you're right. But yeah, Slark has no options this game. There's no one that he can go on. We said this at like 15 minutes, we're like, oh, well, he can only kill the cores, he can't kill the supports. Now he can't kill anyone. All he has is a Shadow Blade. That's not enough.
Okay, I like this. The Dagon and the Necro. Seems like getting kills is a problem to begin with, but Ancient Seal Dagon, Reaper Sight. Oh, 876 gets purged. Surge is gone, and they're gonna just right click him down. Do they have detection? They have the dots. The mech's gonna get forced out. 876 have to go back. Oh, the blinking ultimate here. Venom might actually die from it. He definitely is going to be dead. Alright. Can the Venomancer ultimate out damage this shrine? It looks like they will. All the right click damage are coming on Lao A. Lao A, gonna take down from the poison and the right click. Yep. They track him down. Meanwhile, HMX going on for Fenrir. Can't get that kill. The curse is gonna come down here. A76 taking a ton of right click damage. Nice primed up here. Really good spike though. Gets a panda kill. Now Ori might be a little bit of trouble. Trading right clicks here, but the Winter Wyvern keeping him alive. or HMX, excuse me, gonna go down as well. Vici Gaming playing really sloppy, but they're just running over them at this point.
Yeah, that's the takeaway here. Like, Vici are not playing good. It's just that Braveheart are playing worse. And I don't really think it's like a skill thing, at least not this game. I think it's just like their heroes are not suited to deal with this Vici draft at all.
I mean, you're up 24k, right? At some point, you just run at them and you'll do fine.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta blink to high ground and Venom ulti.
And promptly get scythed.
Don't mind if I do.
Well, you got your core Wyvern, and damn it all if it isn't entertaining. Again, I don't know how important it's been this game, but it's I love seeing lightning coming out of a big old Wyvern.
He actually has not done anything, but okay, he's going.
Hey, he
for...
cold embraced in that last team fight, and he set up that Winter's Curse. So those are two things that a support Wyvern could obviously not do, right?
Right. He's gonna get Aghanim Scepter, so we're gonna see full airplane mode.
Yeah, we're gonna see airplane mode for like 10 seconds. Wyvern does not have the mana to support this. That's why you said it's usually like a 4th or 5th item, because you need something like a Bloodstone or an Orchid or a Yule's to support this, as now 876 is going balls deep.
Alright, well that's... good attempt. Force the BKB. Yeah.
Dude, Ori has just been like BKBing like just for giggles. He's already down to 7 charges, and I'm pretty sure he's only had this BKB for like 5 minutes.
It's fine, man, because when the game ends, it don't matter what your BKB charge is at.
No, it certainly does not. And the Tempest double probably still has a 9-second BKB on the Tempest.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Pop
see,
that
there you
BKB.
go.
Why not, man?
Easy.
On your double. Alright, 11. Got the Arctic Burn turned on. Don't really need to turn it on against the building, but you know. Paparazzi gonna get off his ultimate before he dies. He's done his job. HMX now going on the Winter Wyvern, decides he can't kill it. On the back line here, Fenrir is gonna take down the Darkseer. Ori actually gonna go down here, unable to use his Sheath against HMX. HMX is gonna clean up here. Alright here. Aegis triggered on the Winter Wyvern, but I don't think he has a blink or anything. So he has to fight this. Ooh, Hound misses? Might actually win the man fight. Do they have protection? Yes, they do. 11's gonna win this one. Heals up his ally. Now turns on Arctic Burn. And the lightning takes us out. What a bounce here. Alright, 0-11.
How is this balanced?
Okay. Now we're gonna go home. Alright, Winter Wyvern has officially done something in this game.
Damn right. Well, they want this young 11. 876, is he gonna go for the Vendetta hit? Oh, young 11.
He flying out, dude. Oh no. Dude, he's flying for such a long time, my god.
He's about to run out of mana, though. He doesn't have a TP. Oh, he has a Soul Ring,
Soul Ring's fine. Fly again.
876 is still hot on his tail.
Fly away now. Oh my god. Oh no, he's out of mana. He's actually... No, he's fine. I thought he was stuck. Wow.
Oh, man.
That was the transatlantic, man.
Yeah, he is going cross-country for that one. But now 876 is kind of screwed. He does not have Vendetta for another 10 seconds. And all of Vici Gamings are Power Rangering onto this top lane.
Yeah. There you go. TP out. Where's the Clockwork Hook, dude?
Fenrir's got bigger fish to fry. He knows that Necro might be in the vicinity, so he's looking for him, but Necro's already TP'd out.
That was a dieback, if that even matters.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it does not matter.
Wyvern needs to get that mana back if he wants to actually do anything in the next fight.
Is he like ferrying mangoes? No, the courier has nothing. Oh, cheese. There we go. Young 11 can just cheese up.
Yeah. Young 11's like, I'm the real carry here. Let's go. Give me that cheese. Alright. Oh, fully expecting
siege the tower.
Paparazzi to jump in.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay. Or this works. Vacuum, they got the Cyclone on the Darkseer on the backline. Ori popping the BKB, going right on Y Chen. Y Chen gonna get hooked as well. What? How did that actually follow? And now Y Chen taking a ton of damage. He's gonna survive. Ghost Shroud's gonna keep him alive. Meanwhile, Winter's Curse on the backline just to lock down the Slark as they click the racks. Jumps forward. BKB again here from Ori. Finra being focused down, but he's getting healed up, so he's gonna be fine. HMX, no time to steal stats here as he needs to jump away. I heard Reaper Scythe going off at the backline. HMX still trying to jump away. Gonna get just right-clicked down by 2 supports. They call it a GG as the Raxus all fall.
Well, this looked a lot more one-sided than Braveheart's other game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely say that Braveheart put a much better fight up against LGD, I believe? Or wait. No, it was IG Vitality. Yeah. So, the IG Vitality made it look like even, but Vici Gaming just straight memed on Braveheart, and it worked.
I mean, I think 7 minutes in the game, I asked you, is Vici Gaming winning all 3 lanes? And you're like, yep.
Yeah.
And at that point, it doesn't even matter if you're eHome or some other world-class team, you're gonna just lose. And Team Braveheart, yeah. YChan played really well.
Liked seeing the offlane Wyvern, that's for sure.
Alright, well, we're done with game 1. That was a good, fun one. I hope game 2 is also gonna have an offlane Wyvern, although somehow I doubt that. Game 2 is coming up next, guys, so we'll take a break. Be right back.